feel like when you see something so magnificent, it's just so awesome. You just think like, damn, that's so cool. I want to live now. Like these past few weeks have been like that. You know why? You've ever heard of something called and that's what I'm talking about. Like I don't want to skip for this kind of thing. I don't know what to do, but I'm just saying. Damn. So like I've been some context. I've been playing Fate Hall Ataraxia for like 3 years. It's been taking me like way too long to finish that stuff. It's just damn. I'm almost graduating like my junior year of high school, and I still didn't finish Ataraxia until like a few weeks ago. That's crazy. I was in middle school reading Ataraxia. Like, I just finished Day Night. I was still reading that stuff 3 years ago. It should not take me that long. It was like I spent too much time like playing Hanafuda or something. Whatever, right? But yeah, I finally finished it like a few weeks ago, and because right now I'm reading Mahoyo, it's like crazy. Ooh, Nasi cannot keep like he cannot keep like cooking stuff. Jesus, it's just too good. But yeah, I'm just gushing about Ataraxia first. Let's start. Okay, so first Ataraxia, mostly slice of life. Mostly slice of life. It's a Imashiro and his gang and his household of people. He houses like 10 people, like every night. How does he do it? Who knows? I kind of like subconsciously like really admire him. Not because he's like really stupid too, and because like he cooks. Like come on. Honestly, I became kind of like a cook because of him. I like Mabutobi because of Kotomine Kirei. I can't speak. Like Kotomine Kirei. Yeah. It's weird. Like I take up like traits of things I like, and Fate Stay Night is certainly one of them. And like again, I just really admire like the people in Fate Stay Night for some reason. I admire Shiro for being so damn headstrong and like saying, I don't care about you. I'm just gonna do what I want. Live the ideals in the way I want. That's cool. And that's just Fate Stay Night, right? Fate Stay Night is basically just Shiro doing his things and chasing his ideals, right? But this is about Ataraxia, so let's talk about Ataraxia. Ataraxia is funny as hell. It's really damn funny. It's like I'm teaching historical figures how to cook in modern Japan, and how they should use a bath or something. It's crazy. It's so fun. It's just in these few years, I don't think I've ever like had a moment where I just said I don't want to read Ataraxia. That's why I've been reading for 3 years straight, and why I couldn't like end it. So yeah, the Slice of Life is amazing. Again, this is a huge endorsement for Type Moon. I'm like the Type Moon spy here. I'm telling you to say, play Fate Stay Night, buy it on Steam. I don't care. Like pirate it, play Ataraxia, and then play Mahoyo. But Ataraxia, it's just something special in Slice of Life. It's just seeing all those people from Stay Night, like they were fighting for their lives in Stay Night, and that you're seeing Ataraxia like goofing around, having fun. You see all the servants' backstories, and it's just, ooh, it's so juicy. Ugh. Yeah, the Slice of Life is just amazing. One of my favorite parts is like, was it Lancer goes to like, Lancer's working as a waiter in a restaurant, and Midia and is trying to like figure out if Kuzuki's cheating or something, and turns out he's just talking with with Taiga, and everyone, if you've ever read like Stay Night, Taiga is like harmless. She could probably like beat you up. But I'm just saying, like Taiga as a love interest, come on. She's like what do you call a man child that's like 23? That's a man child, yeah. Woman child. Yeah, whatever. You get the point. Taiga is just super like goofy and silly. So the concept of like Kuzuki meeting up with her is like crazy because who would ever like think of that, right? And it all devolves in like really goofy stuff. Lancer looks really good in a waiter costume. I don't know why. Like he looks pretty good in anything. I'm just saying. But yeah, overall, that's just one of the moments I like. And of course, like the actual like deep main story. Again, Ataraxia is as much the slice of life as much as it is the main story. Main story is like intertwined. The entire point of the main story, spoilers, I'm the spoilers. The entire point of the main story is that Argomainu gets to live a normal life. He gets to experience like a moment, a slither of a dream of a normal life, and he gets to savor that. So it's like that. I wanted to make this video because the entire last part of Ataraxia is just him like accepting that, yeah, I am the most evil thing on Earth, but I'm also all the people, and everything on Earth is kind of beautiful. The quote was, "The world is overflowing with beautiful things. People are overflowing with beautiful things." That just goes hard. It is crazy, Despite it all, Argomainu being like the epitome of absolute evil, because everyone forced him to be like a scapegoat for all evil. He says he goes through like all this slice of life as Shiro, and says, "You know what? Living's awesome, but also I can't live. I can't. I'm nothing." He wasn't anything at all from the start. He was just a guy who like got basically crucified for eons, and then now he's a servant who whose entire thing is to hate humans. But once he experiences life as Shiro, he decides that I like that. It's just a dazzling dream that I like this so much. I'm just gonna go back to nothing and be happy with it. That's entire point of Ataraxia. Also Bazet. Bazet's like a femcel, I think. Probably not the best word, but she's kind of like a loser. And then she admits that she was stuck in this loop just because she had to justify some reason for surviving. She was just a loser. She didn't like the outside world. She was just obsessed with work and just wasn't very good at talking to people. I get that. I get Bazet too. Bazet's awesome. So yeah. Again, as with peak media, I did tear up a little bit at the end. I'm a bit of a solitary person. That'd be kind of weird seeing me tear up. I know a couple people out there have seen me tear up watching good stuff. Don't tell them what I teared up at. But yeah, Ataraxia, it's just peak. Probably don't spend as much time as I did on it, because that may be a little inefficient. But what's a little fun for watching something you really damn reading something you really damn like, right? Ataraxia, it's just so awesome. It has a pretty big impact on me, even though probably gonna go and do some evil things, and I don't think about it. Well, that's just how it works, even if you experience something that might be life changing, I think for it to completely seep in, it's not gonna take just overnight. I'm trying to be profound or anything here, but yeah. Ataraxia, you should definitely read it. And I am reading through Mahoyo right now, and I'm just gonna say my feelings about it right now. I recorded I was reading Mahoyo at 6 a.m. yesterday, and by 6 a.m. I meant I was not waking up at 6 a.m. I did not sleep for 6 hours straight. I should have gone to sleep at 12 p.m. But hey, it was a holiday. I'm kind of tired right now, but it's okay because I read through another round of Peak. Kinoko Nasi was the GOAT or something. Yeah. So yeah. Spoilers from Mahoyo a bit. Yeah. Sojo Shizuki, he's the GOAT. I mean the GOAT. Who's Sojo Shizuki? I posted him on my YouTube thing. I don't know why I did that, but he's just so cool. It's Sojo Shizuki. If there was a person who was purity and he was so innocent, nothing could corrupt him, to the point if all his intentions were weird on his face, that's who he is. You know why that's so good? Every time he makes that silly ass, goofy looking happy face, that kind of thing, every time he makes that face, it lands perfectly, because why? He's the GOAT. He cannot feel any malice. He's just so goated. He's so oblivious to everything. It lands perfectly every damn time, It's just, it's amazing, I feel Timing protagonists are people you strive to be. And by strive to be, I mean suicidal redheads, murderous assassins, and of course all the evil of the world, and of course a mountain boy who has no like connection to modern society, who's just really dumb and clueless. And you know what? That's fine. You can strive to be those kind of people. I kind of strive to be them, you know. And Mishiro can cook like for 10 people. I don't know how he does it like every day. Now Ango Mainu like is somewhat like feels good things despite being really really evil. You know, I think that's good. Something you can just try for, you know. And even Sojiro, even Alko, even Alice, you know. For Sojiro, you know, I strive to be as dumb as them. Jesus, like if I can be like as oblivious as them and as kind as them, my life would be very good for other people. But unfortunately, I'm not. Nobody's as pure as them. But like the fact that like you can write someone as pure as them and it still works, it's still like compelling, makes me think that you can probably like be half as good as them. You know, that's probably good enough. Yeah, and for like Aoko, like there's spoilers. She blew up like a really big rock with a really big laser beam just because Sojiro was there. Because Sojiro like made her think, if that guy didn't give up, why should I? And she hits the black light starbow and it's like, I go read that for herself. I'm like that's an amazing scene. Whatever. She shot the moon. Like, I don't know. I just don't know how you like pull that off. She shot the moon. And I don't know much about Alice, but right now Alice just like doesn't get gaff. Like she's like, really, Mahoyo should be called like misunderstandings under the Holy Night. Like, I seriously mean like Alice just reanimated a whole amusement park just to like prove a point to Algo. And then like when she figured out the moon was, you know, Alice's weapon, Flat Snark, Alice like admitted defeat and tried to call it back, and Flat Snark said, "Actually, I'm here for the smoke, Master. I don't think I need to go." And then because of that, Aoko gets to shoot the moon. Again, Mahoyo is so great. It's like 70% like high school students talking. But it's still good. There's no romance in it or anything. It's just so good, and like you see people like talk in their own worlds, but they also like interact. You know, it's goated. It's goated. But yeah, that's about what I have to say about Hoyo so far because I haven't finished it. I'm like barely like 10 hours in, but it's still goated. I just finished that chapter 5. Whew. So the moral of the story is, probably don't stay up until 6 a.m. reading a visual novel on Steam. Like, do I regret it? Physically, probably, but again, would it have been cooler to like read it in the broad daylight? No, it wouldn't be cool. Like, my ass yelling my ass off like in the middle of the night, you know, about Mahoyo. That was awesome. You know, I don't think you can do the same thing in the morning. It's not the same vibe. So yeah. Again, read Fate Stay Night, read Ataraxia, read Mahoyo. You really should. If you know me well enough, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I think when one or two people who know me actually might know what I'm talking about. But I don't care, because whoever you are, you should read Fate Stay Night, Fate Ataraxia, and Witch on the Holy Night. Right now. I'm Nemesis, and that's my sermon today. You're dismissed. See you next time. Don't forget, read Peak, and you will feel peak.